This is a folk song.
I think, therefore I am. You think, therefore you are. But I can't hear your thoughts, so how do I know you are? I only know I think, and I only think you think, therefore I only think you are. But if I am because I think, then it's my thinking that makes me be, so perhaps my thoughts also make you be. I think, therefore you are. Therefore you are and I am. I think, therefore we are. Does that make me God? But if you are and you therefore think, can't you justify your own being with your own thought, and thereby justify my own being with your own thought, and thereby justify all being with your own thought, and thereby reveal yourself to be God? And if we are both God, are we one, or is God many? And if I am God and you are God, then who's flying the plane?
What the fuck are you smoking?
This particular moment, nothing.
So you're telling me you're not high right now?
It seems to be what I'm saying, yes.
Then what was all of that I think therefore I'm God stuff?
Ooh, I think therefore I'm God. That's not a bad line. I'm gonna steal that.
You know, nobody ignores questions quite as well as you.
I'm writing.
Writing what?
Something existential and thought-provoking, hopefully.
I meant more along the lines of a book or a song.
A theatrical masterpiece.
Modest.
Well, I could have said the theatrical masterpiece.
So that really was modest. So what's it about?
What's it about? It isn't about anything. In that simple existence, it embodies everything while being about nothing.
So like Seinfeld?
The reference isn't even topical in this millennium.
But you are in fact writing a show about nothing.
Yes.
I rest my case.
But it isn't really about nothing. It's about life. It's about finding our purpose. What makes us different? What makes us the same?
It's about you trying to look thoughtful and intelligent in front of some girl.
Not just in front of some girl. I want to look thoughtful and intelligent in front of everyone.
Yes, that would count as a theme. So, it doesn't have a plot.
Of course it has a plot.
And the plot is.
Groundbreaking. The plot is groundbreaking.
But what happens?
Ground breaks.
What, like literally, like an earthquake?
Literally, metaphorically, it really challenges the boundaries of such concepts.
Okay, well what about characters?
Yep.
Yep.
It's got those too.
And they are!
Well, there's a young aspiring actor, writer, director, and then there's their utterly uninformed roommate who can never seem to grasp any of their work. And if you really feel the need to quiz me about all 6 elements right this second, the language features big words like existential and melancholy. There will be obscure, vaguely nostalgic folk music played throughout, and the spectacle is, I don't know, I'll have some random fucking confetti cannon or something. I don't care. You're distracting me from my writing.
Okay, sorry, you're the one who's speaking everything you write aloud.
If I didn't speak it aloud, how will the audience know what I'm writing about?
What? What did you just say?
Oh, that's a line I'm having the writer character say. See, in this moment, they sort of break the fourth wall and acknowledge that they're just a character in a play by speaking aloud the things that they write. Trying to be meta.
Okay, well, I hope you weren't having them explain the joke like that, though.
No, of course not. Kill the joke. Unless they do explain it, then recognize that it kills the joke, because acknowledging that it kills the joke would be another layer of self-referential humor, make it even more meta. Then they could explain that, then it would be funny again. The joke lives.
That's way too many layers.
You're right, never mind. I'm thinking of developing a heroin addiction.
What?
If not an addiction, at least a habit.
Is this something the character is saying?
I mean, think about it. So many of the greats had heroin addictions. Cobain, Osbourne, Steven Tyler, and that's just musicians. Did you know Samuel L. Jackson did heroin, and he's been in everything from Tarantino to Star Wars. He's even done Saints on a Plane.
You say that like it's something to be proud of.
Hell, even Robert Downey Jr. struggled with addiction, and he's fucking Iron Man.
Dr. Doom, no, actually.
Marvel can't get enough of him, so you gotta figure he's doing something right.
Okay, but I really don't think that something is hard drugs.
I've thought a lot about this. Planned it out, you know? I get myself hooked. Let myself become part of that world. Have some crazy experiences I could write about. And then once the fun stops and it starts causing problems, I'll just choose life.
And aren't you afraid of needles?
And the struggle to overcome the drug will make me a stronger person in the end and earn me some admiration for my inspiring perseverance. So it's a win-win situation. Win-win-win, really, because whoever I buy the heroin from will also benefit. And it's something to do, at the very least, a little break in the monotony of life when you choose the life of a struggling artist. You don't really take into account the boredom it's bound to include. And blackout.
You're shitting me.
Sorry, what?
All that heroin nonsense was just a monologue for your play?
Dude, it's really not cool to eavesdrop on my work. Why are you acting so melancholy all of a sudden?
I'm not melancholy, and I wouldn't need to eavesdrop if you weren't saying all of it out loud.
I told you already, if I didn't say it aloud, how will the audience know what I'm writing?
What?
Just, never mind.
Okay, you weren't actually thinking of doing heroin, right?
What? No way, dude, I hate needles. You're dragging.
What?
You're making the scene drag. You can't have such a long pause without a build-up to it. You gotta earn a pause.
Max, you don't have to earn pauses in real life. I'm allowed to not talk if I'm at a loss for words. And I honestly think it's okay for someone to be at a loss for words when their roommate is being
Can you quiet down, please? I really need to concentrate on this.
Now you want quiet? 10 seconds ago, you're giving me shit for not talking, and now it's quiet time?
You must know, I'm writing about a particularly hard subject right now, and it requires a lot of concentration.
What's that?
Nothing.
No, seriously.
Nothing. Like the concept of nothingness.
Nothing. It's the lack of something. What's so hard about that?
It's not just the lack of something, it's a lack of anything at all. Absolute nothingness. A true vacuum. That's a hard subject for a lot of people to wrap their heads around.
What about space? Space is a vacuum. People understand space.
Fuck space.
Is that a new name for the apartment?
No. Well, maybe, but that's not what I meant.
I know what you meant. Why are you angry at space?
Do I need a reason?
I suppose not. Max, this is some weird shit you're writing.
It's meta. I'm thinking outside the box. It's got levels.
Wait, this character's name's Sam. Did you write me in your play?
You are one of the levels, yes.
I genuinely can't tell if this is brilliant or insane.
Well, I am Aquarius, destined for greatness and madness.
That's a line from Hair.
Great artist deal.
And you're a great artist.
If I put a line from Hair in my play, I am.
I don't know, dude. It sort of seems like you're writing a bunch of nonsense.
Well, sometimes existential theater, sounds like nonsense,
But it has to have a meaning. Does this play have a meaning?
Of course it has a meaning. The meaning is that there's no inherent meaning to anything. Everything is subjective, even the concept of reality, but we look for meaning in everything, and we find meaning in most things. And even if one person creates something with an intended meaning, someone else might draw from it a completely different meaning, and both meanings are still completely correct and equally meaningful, and the word meaning doesn't even sound like a word anymore. Meaning.
Okay, wow, that doesn't seem very clear.
Well, I'm not going to spoon feed the audience.
So what am I supposed to be getting from this right now? That we're all just ideas in someone's head? You, me, the fuck space, it's all made up?
I mean, if that's the meaning you give to it, I guess.
Wait, I think I get it! It's like the human mind generates all this thought, right?
Right?
And we try to use our thought power to rationalize and explain our being, our world, the whole universe. So we observe and measure and record and study and try to come up with a scientific explanation for things. Or we decree that some things can't be explained by science and chalk it up to some otherworldly power.
God.
God, or whatever your personal name for it happens to be. But if we come back to the simplest truth, the simple foundation that proves are real, I think, therefore I am, we could infer that thought is not only proving our existence, but the very genesis of
But
it.
whose thoughts? Mine or yours?
What about all our thoughts? All human minds coming together as one, and that great united consciousness creates and controls every fiber of our universe.
Yes.
So it's not a matter of I think, you think, we think, it's all one.
What is?
Me.
And?
You.
And?
Them.
And?
The universe.
Finish it!
We are one! Woo!
You feel that? That was an earned pause. That's
I may have just had the single most profound revelation of my life, and you're still talking about your stupid script?
Sam, your whole revelation was based around the assumption that I think, therefore I am means I am because I think. But what that phrase really means is that one's ability to think or doubt one's own existence is proof that one does indeed exist.
What?
You just misinterpreted it. It can happen to anyone.
The whole first monologue you wrote was based on the exact same assumption.
That whole first monologue I wrote was just a lengthy setup to a who's flying the plane joke. I think you're getting a bit too invested in this, man. It's just a play.
Huh. Maybe you're right. I think I need to go to bed.
And blackout. Have you ever thought about color? Like, what is blue, really? I mean, most of us can look at the sky and recognize it as blue or not, depending on the time, the weather, etc. But how do we know it's the same blue? Maybe your blue is my red, and your red is my orange, and your orange is my mauve, and you might not even be sure what mauve is. I'm not totally sure myself. Maybe like a purplish color? Or maybe mauve is nothing at all. Someone somewhere ages ago saw a weird purpley splotch and told it, you are mauve. And since then, mauve it has been. Mauve. Mauve, mauve, mauve. accept that that particular voice represents a particular thing. It's considered a truth. Except, not everyone agrees on the noise. Russians, for example, call the color mauve Dalek. And one day, an Englishman and a Russian man were looking at the same purpley splotch, and the Englishman said, "This is mauve." And the Russian said, "No, Dalek." To which the Englishman replied, "No, old chap, I can assure you it's mauve." "No, Dalek," said the Russian. "Mauve," said the Englishman. "Dalek," said the Russian. Dalek, mauve, and so on, until they both realized that Dalek and mauve represent the same thing, and they're both just arbitrary sounds that were made up by populations who developed separately from each other back in the day when things were still being named. Then, they shared a hearty chuckle about the whole humorous misunderstanding until the Russian realized he was actually just a bear in a silly hat and promptly mauled and devoured the Englishman.
What are you doing?
Monologuing.
Oh God, you're writing again.
I like to think I'm always writing. Sometimes I just don't record it.
Finishing one 10-minute play doesn't give you the right to be that pretentious.
That's fair. I guess I just thought acting like a pretentious writer would help me write better.
Your last play was fine, and you wrote that without any excess pretension. Is that the noun?
I mean, what are nouns anyway?
Regardless, last time you wrote a thing, you pretty effectively shattered my concept of reality.
Good! Sometimes reality needs shattering.
Right, thanks again for that. Now, if you let me make my point...
I feel like you've been trying to make your point for like 5 lines now.
Don't do that. I'm not playing this game again.
What game?
The everything is actually a line in the play game. Don't write that down!
You're right. I'm sorry. That concept is played out. I can't do another play about writing a play.
What are you doing?
Stopping.
Why?
Because if I kept going, it would just be another play about writing a play, which you just agreed it mustn't be.
So, how's things?
They are.
As usual?
Yep.
What if you just wrote about something other than someone writing a play?
So instead of talking about writing a play about writing a play, we'd just be talking about writing a play?
Sure.
1 month later. All right, I'm on board.
Great, you were fun.
Where are you going?
My room.
No. You need to stay out here. I need you to bounce ideas off of. If I do it myself, I'll feel schizophrenic.
Okay, but no mind fucks this time.
You know I can't make that promise.
Whatever. What do you have so far?
Yeah. It's kind of just a stream of consciousness rambling at this point, but I think it's getting to a pretty cool theme. And I made an awesome concept web from the thought spiral it sent me on, and I think I can tie it back to my last play and make it like a little show cycle or something. Or maybe this is just a one-act with an episodic structure, but look at me. Trying to label my work when one of the fundamental issues it addresses is that labels are inherently meaningless. This is kind of like a cool little ironic moment, while also being the perfect example of the human impulse to categorize and label, and you're right. I am becoming pretentious.
This is literally just a paragraph about the color mauve. I do like the bit about the bear, though.
Yeah, that's my favorite part. But it isn't just about mauve, it's about what mauve represents.
Right.
Or what represents mauve, I guess.
Right. Sound representing color, different languages, different sounds, so what?
So what?
We say mauve, Russians say Dalek. That's how language works, big deal.
It is, though. It is a big deal. Or at least it suggests a big deal. Also, Dalek isn't a word.
What?
It's just like a Russian-y sounding noise I made. I have no idea what the Russians call mauve, although, now that I hear that sentence out loud, it could be a good title for my play, What the Russians Call Mauve.
Max, you can't just do that. You can't just make up a new name for something.
I can. I did. I was just following the footsteps of those brave pioneers who first saw a purpley splotch deep in the heart of the Congo and dubbed it mauve. You can call anything you want, you know? Like Hamlet.
Hamlet.
Words, man. It's all just words.
Okay, I really don't think that's what that line is supposed to mean.
Well, that's the meaning I'm giving it.
Okay, I'm not having this argument with you again.
Probably best you don't. I always win anyway.
You're kind of the worst, you know that?
Sometimes.
All the time.
Most times.
But what is this nonsense at the beginning about color? You completely abandoned that subject halfway through.
The subject maybe, but not the theme. I'm dabbling in modernism.
What?
You know, Eliot, Pound, make it new. The tragedies of World War I have really made me realize that the world needs to be re-examined through a modern lens.
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry. World War I was like a huge conflict between several powers. It's like really tragic shit happened.
That's not what I was
They
asking.
say it was the war to end all wars, which is why nary a war has happened since.
You know, I wonder what world you're living in.
My world, Sam. I'm living in my world. It's lovely here.
Okay, but modernism?
Lovely concept. Are you a fan?
I don't really know what it is, which is why I was asking.
Well, I don't want to bore you with all the details.
Because you don't know all the details?
Hey! I only said I was dabbling, but for my purposes, it deals with the way themes are presented. It's all about taking a bunch of generally disconnected concepts, which, when looked at as a whole, present an idea you can't really get to through normal means.
Okay. What?
Hold on. modernist poetry, Eliot's The Wasteland, for example, this and this and this are about completely separate things but suggest related themes, which, when looked at as a whole, present a more elaborate concept.
And that's what you're doing?
Probably not, but it'd be cool if I was.
What are you doing?
Just trying to take an objective look at the world, to look past the human assumption of understanding. Like, we all might perceive color differently, but we accept it as the same.
Well, it'd get pretty damn confusing if we had individual colors.
Language is just a bunch of sounds, such as structural rules that people made up ages ago, what we think of as inherent truth.
How else would we communicate?
I've been feeding you bullshit history this whole time, and you've been accepting every bit of it.
I haven't been accepting it.
But you've accepted all the other history you've ever been taught. And the further back it goes, the less reliable that shit gets.
You don't believe in history?
I'm just saying, it was written by the winners. And if I were a winner, I'd sure as hell make some shit up.
But you are a winner.
Exactly. And don't even get me started on religion. Okay, well, it's just that you don't get me started on religion. I don't really know where to go next because I had like a whole big thing prepared.
I've heard your religion rant 1,000 times already. It's mankind's attempt to explain the unexplainable, blah, blah, blah. Limits of human comprehension, blah, blah, blah. God creates man, man creates God, blah, blah, blah. Let's just skip it.
Okay, so we've established religion as a human-generated concept of reality.
You have, yes.
Close enough. I'm not trying to debate belief systems.
What are you trying to do then?
What are any of us trying to do?
You're the worst kind of person.
Ah, so it goes. Now, second, let's review. Color is subjective. Language is made up. History can't be trusted. And religion, or any other attempt to explain the world, is trapped within the confines of human comprehension. Put it all together, and what do you get?
An existential crisis?
Close. You reach one conclusion. Nothing is real.
Gee, thanks for that little burst of depression, Max.
Yeah. Okay, in hindsight, maybe this train of thought wasn't the best idea, but I think I can turn it around. Here, follow close. It may prove a comfort. If nothing is real, then the concept of realness isn't real. Existence doesn't exist. And if the concept of realness doesn't exist, then that means things can't be not real. So in a way, if nothing is real, then everything is real. We define reality like we define everything else. It's all made up, and that's fine.
So we're just back where we started? Things are?
Things are.
Wow. Your attempt at modernism really paid off there, bud.
Yeah. You know, maybe I just didn't do it right. It's kind of a humorous misunderstanding, though, huh?
Sure. But really, where did you get a whiteboard? And why was it in my room? Max! This is nonsense.
I'm a bear!
That front porch and tire swing, so that was the wrong course. So we're gonna get back to the folk song. Well, let's get to the
Well, this is different. What you doing there, bud?
Metamorphosizing.
I don't think that's a word.
I don't think anything is words.
Is that grammatically correct?
Depends on what grammatical structures you believe in.
Fine. Get off the floor.
Can't. And bug.
Why are you doing this?
No reason. Never is, really. Just doing. Woke up feeling Kafka-esque. Went with it.
Will you please stop? You aren't a bug.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. Perhaps a rhinoceros?
No.
Why not? That's been known to happen.
Has it?
Depends on who you ask. I could be a bird, too.
Max, please.
Ooh, a nightingale sailing out over the clouds. Tweet, 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 tweet.
Max, stop it.
Tweet, 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 tweet.
Max,
Tweet,
stop.
tweet, 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 tweet.
I'm moving out! either get professional help or I'm moving out.
Karen, what? Clear, conventional conflict. What a remarkably standard plot element. I thought we were past that.
Jesus, Max, this isn't a conflict for the sake of plot. This is a real-life problem.
I've been trying so hard to get away from conventional plots. Been playing with modernism, playing with Herman, Unix, delving into inexplicable human transfigurations. I literally turned into a bear for this.
You put on a silly hat and tackled me.
And here you are, trying to force me into Freitag's triangle.
We both know that's not what I'm doing.
Yeah, I bet this argument probably fits perfectly into your precious rising action, all building up to one big climax. Is that what you want, Sam? You want a climax? Well, I'm not gonna let you climax!
Are you done?
I think so.
Well, think about what you just said.
I heard it. Look, I'm sorry for blowing up like that. It's just I've been trying so hard to transcend the traditional script, and then here you are with this pretty basic conflict, putting the focus back on the plot instead of the truths behind it. I'm working towards post-drama, you know?
No, I really don't know.
Oh, well, the post-dramatic theory.
I really just don't care, Max. I'm sorry, I just don't.
You probably just don't get it, man. Here, let me draw it.
No, stop changing the subject. We need to have a serious talk.
Oof, about making your character arc a bit more archy.
Excuse me.
I mean, I've developed as a character. I've gone on quite a journey.
I suppose a descent into madness is technically a journey.
Right. Whereas you've remained pretty stagnant.
As the voice of reason.
Exactly. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate a foil, but it gets old. And do we need a voice of reason anyway? The world isn't reasonable. Why should we?
That's exactly why we should be. The world is unreasonable, so we need to put reason into it.
You figured it out! Humanity is constantly trying to impose reason on a reasonless world.
What's the lights? The sound? What?
I call it the epiphany alarm. I installed it last week.
You've been waiting to do this for a week?
For like the last 20 minutes at least. I don't know money for it on my keychain.
I don't know if I should be impressed or just...
Yes, you should be impressed.
Okay, fine.
Are you impressed?
Sure, I'm
You
impressed.
must not very.
Well, I am.
It took a lot of work to put together.
I'm sure
So
it
you
did.
can at least show some appreciation.
Okay, it's great. Really impressive, Max. Can we please get back
Do you
to...
want to see it again?
No, I want to
If you really liked it, you want to see it again.
I do like it.
Great!
Okay, now can we...
Damn it, Max! What? You asked to see it again.
No, I didn't.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I agree to disagree.
Will you please stop deflecting and talk to me?
I mean, I'll say yes, but we both know I'm probably lying.
Just try. Just try and sit and have a serious conversation with me. It's important.
Okay. I'll try. Thank you.
Now, I've been thinking about this for a while. I don't know what exactly triggered it, but I think you've gone down a bad road. I'm worried about you. You've lost control.
Have I lost control? Or are you trying to control too much? Sam, I'm fine. I am on a journey of self-discovery. I can't genuinely understand the world until I understand myself. So I opened the door to my mind, and you know what's behind it? 2 more doors. And then I opened those doors, and you know what's behind those 2 more doors? And behind those were even more doors, and behind those were even more. And you know what's behind those doors?
More doors?
I don't know. Maybe. I haven't opened yet.
Okay.
Hold on, just a sec. Let me just... Yep! More doors! And at some point, you have to wonder what kind of sadistic fucking architect would design a mind with so many doors, and why would they do such a thing? And that brings us to the ultimate question. Why? Fuck to be or not to be. That's easy. I mean, it's multiple choice. If you're stumped, you could just flip a coin, and it would come up to be 92 times in a row. But why? There's the rub. That's some open-ended essay shit, and countless minds have written that essay, and they're still not satisfied, and they probably never will be. So we keep digging deeper, we keep opening doors, and maybe I, like the dwarves of Cosmic Doom before me, delve too deep and awaken something in the darkness, something mankind wasn't ready for.
I'm sorry, are you saying you found a Balrog in your mind?
No, that would have been incredible. Saying I found an answer.
Okay, what?
I figured it out. I unlocked the secret of our existence, and frankly, it scared the shit out of me, so I decided to stop asking why and let myself be inexplicably transformed into an animal. Animals never ask why. Plus, if I was a bird, I could fly around making fun little bird noises like twit, 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 or pooty-weet if I was in Germany.
Max, you can't be serious.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
I didn't.
No. Sorry, I thought we were doing that bit. But, no, I am serious. I figured it out. There's only one possible explanation for our existence, one sole answer to the question of why, one fundamental truth at the root of everything. One.
Just get on with it!
It's just a play.
What?
It's all just a play. We are just characters in some weird, self-indulgent, contrived, nonsensical, pretentious attempt at writing a play.
Max.
Damn.
Do you want me to be frank?
Oh, now we're doing the bit. No, I'd much rather you stay Sam.
This confirms it for me, Max. I don't know if it's from stress or what, but you're not living in reality anymore. You need to get help.
No, I don't, Sam. If you would just think about it for a
There's
second.
nothing to think about. Life is not a play. We are not just characters.
How else would you explain everything that's happened? The confetti cannons, that time I was a bear.
You were never actually a bear, Max.
Wasn't I?
No.
Think about it, Sam. Are you absolutely sure I was not a bear?
Yes. I think so.
It would make so much sense, Sam. It would explain why I say all the weird shit I say, why our bodies are always slightly angled this way, why both of our bedroom doors are curtains. There's like a light grid in here. Nobody has that. There's 2 blocks there instead of a coffee table. Search your feelings, Sam. You know it to be true.
No. This is real life. We are real people. This is a real table. That's really Todd. This is a real futon. This is a real floor. This is a real wall. Max,
Yeah, Sam?
there are people out there.
Twit, twit, twit.
Would you eat?
Anymore, this is a folk song. Derailing a folk song. The tempo's increasing, and my heartbeat is ceasing. But not really that. I mean, I was dying, and I know really dying.
What the fuck just happened?
Whoa! So you just blacked out for a second.
Max?
Oh, I wonder how much time has passed.
Max?
This is presumably a new scene, but there's been some sort of time
Max?
lapse, but I can't for the life of me remember what happened between that confetti cannon and now.
Max?
It looks like that confetti's been mostly cleaned up.
Max?
I wonder how that happened.
Max!
What, Sam?
They're still here.
What?
The audience.
Yeah, of course they're still here. Obviously the play isn't over yet.
Why couldn't it have ended when the wall broke?
Could have. It didn't. The why is irrelevant. We broke the world, Sam. Now we get to dig through the pieces. Maybe we'll learn something.
I don't want to dig.
We're not literally digging, Sam. I was a metaphor.
I want to go home.
We are home.
No. We're in a theater. On a set. In front of an audience.
And we always have been. This is our home.
Well, then don't then in our home.
Sam, don't be so rude. Sorry, Sam was not as mentally prepared for this realization as I was. I've been waiting to meet you all for a while now.
Max, don't talk to them.
What? I bet they love getting the chance to interact with us. It's a pleasure to
No, stop that! Don't get back here.
What?
I don't think they like being touched.
Yeah. That one looks more uncomfortable than you do.
Sorry about all of this. We're gonna go back into our place and you all just stay there and we're gonna work on pretending you don't exist.
But they do exist. Sam, come on. Hey, stop with the Legos. Let's put them down. Get on up here, pal. Come on. Look, they're real. We're real. It's all real.
I thought you said nothing was real.
Same thing. You've got to come to terms with this.
What if I don't?
Then you will die.
What?
I don't know. I've never broken reality before, but denial can't be a good thing. You gotta embrace the change, embrace the freedom.
Were we not free before?
Hard to say for sure.
What do you think?
I guess if we were in a play, we were just saying and doing the things that were specifically written for us to say and do, so we weren't really choosing to do them. We were just doing what was scripted for us, so we've never really been free before.
Now the wall is shattered.
So we can finally be free.
And what can we do with our freedom?
Fly!
No. Wait. I think the laws of physics are probably still pretty rigid. Let's maybe start smaller.
Say words that aren't scripted.
Freaking brilliant. Try it.
Fight apples under carbon atriums throughout the cavalcade.
What?
I don't know, I'm trying to think of words no one would write.
Ooh, okay, let me try it. Eggplant, rhinos are fumigating atrocious snorkels, and I can't salsa dance in Estonia due to my choleric temperament.
Was that unscripted?
I don't know. It didn't feel any different, but like, there's no possible reason why anyone would write that sentence, right?
Unless they want us to think we're saying unscripted things, so they're writing nonsense.
Damn, this writer is clever.
This writer's a dick.
A clever dick.
Maybe we should try something else.
Like what?
What if? Bear with me. What if we go out there?
Ooh, I like new adventurers, Sam. I'm on board.
Okay, let's go.
Let's do it. Oh, that's one small
Stop
step.
Well, we're out.
Huh. Kind of anticlimactic.
Now what?
We sit. Yeah. We wait. See what happens. I'm just gonna scooch on in here. Sorry. Excuse me. Oh, sorry.
There's a whole section here.
Yeah, this side looks good. Oh, I like that bag. Wow. Hi. Oh my gosh, sorry about this, guys. This is so embarrassing. I've never done this before. I'm gonna sit over here now, buddy. Ooh, the lights are going down! Quiet! This must be what happens between those memory gaps.
Please, you're causing a disturbance.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, everyone! Who's that? I think therefore I. Who the hell is that?
I think it's supposed to be you. I think the whole thing's starting over. We walked out of the play, but the play itself still exists, so the whole thing's reset with a new Max and a new Sam. It makes perfect sense.
Does it?
Sure. Because, like, the show must go on, right? But this is going on without us, so this is like your understudy.
But look at them. They look nothing like me.
Well, think about everything that's happened between that moment and now. There wasn't really anything that specified any physical characteristics for us, so we could hide in that. It was fun, but anything.
Dude, what the fuck are you smoking?
Who the fuck is that?
That's awesome.
No way, that cannot be me.
That moment and now wasn't really anything to define our physical
I was talking about the perfectly reasonable difference between your understudy and you, not this. This isn't reasonable. What is this?
It's possibly the best casting decision I've ever seen. On the stage, you're causing a scene.
Oh my god, this scene. I'm back on stage, but I'm not on the scene. You're doing the scene around me like I'm not even here.
Don't you get it?
Get what? Weren't you listening? Damn it, you never listen when I try to explain things to you.
It's
Wow, we're
like
really in sync right now.
This is crazy.
Oh shit, it's still going.
It's
Stop it.
it.
How are you doing that? Pumpkins! Eggplants! Hamster wheel! The skull! The skull! The skull! The skull! The skull! Max is the worst! Hey! Sorry, that was weird.
Yeah.
What were you trying to say? I was trying to point out that these two imposters don't seem to know we're here, even when I'm on the stage in front of them. See?
Well, Yeah, of course they can't see us. We're part of their audience now. They couldn't see our audience before we broke out, so they're still a couple scenes away from seeing us.
Does that make sense? Well, like, I can still touch it. Why?
You don't know what kind of effects it might have.
What's it gonna do? Break reality? Is that what'll happen, Max? Reality will break? Well, too bad. We already broke it, and they're gonna break it again in a few scenes anyway. There are no rules anymore. No gods. No masters! Sam, no! Shit.
I hope not having characters.
Hey.
Joke like
No,
that.
please, please.
Making it even more meta. Then they can explain that, and by that time it would be funny again. The joke is.
That's way too many layers.
You know what?
You're right, never mind.
Sorry I told you to take that out. It's definitely got a lot of layers, but it still kind of works.
I'm thinking of
Sorry about that.
Don't worry. I didn't actually take it out. I actually added one more layer where after
So many
the writer character explains the whole thing, and then the roommate says too many layers to be funny, and then the writer says, you're right, never mind. And then there's a callback to it a few scenes later, which would actually make it another layer.
You sound like it on the ground.
That's ridiculous.
Dr.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Marvel can't get enough of them, so you gotta figure he's doing something.
And all this heroin bullshit. Where did that come from?
What do you mean?
I mean, where do you
I
thought
about it.
planned it out, you know? I get myself hooked, let myself become a part of that world, have some crazy experiences I can write about, and then once the fun stops and it starts causing problems, I'll just choose life.
You can't say that body reference?
And the struggle to overcome the trouble will make me a stronger person and earn me some admiration for my inspiring perseverance. So, it's a win-win situation. Win-win-win, really, because whoever I find by the heroin level also benefit, and it's something to do at the very least. A little break in the monotony of life. When you choose the life of a struggling artist, you don't really take into account the board of bound to include.
And blackouts.
I'm sorry. Wow, really impressive performance there, Sam.
I will consider you for Girl with Max when I put this thing up, since, you know, anyone can play me!
Did you hear me say? What? Melancholy? What?
Melancholy. It was one of the big words used by the language of the play.
So?
So you would understand that if you were listening instead of trying to destroy the set. They were like the worst audience member ever.
Even worse than that guy?
Even worse than him.
Okay, but really what happened? Why did they stop?
Well, you're dragging.
What?
You're dragging.
You have such a long pause.
Damn it, Max, I wasn't dragging, other Sam was! Second, they weren't dragging. We literally already had this argument.
And I'm on that time too.
Wow, very funny.
Can you quiet down because I need to
I am my target audience, so.
Yes.
Actually, I've always based my behavior on what I would find the most entertaining, but I'm glad it's not big paying off.
You always done that?
Honestly, I'm surprised you're surprised.
I guess I'm not surprised exactly, more concerned.
Say la vie.
Lovey.
That was funny.
It wasn't. You know what is funny? Breaking reality. What now? Fuck!
Hey, Coles. Sorry, did that hit you?
Nothing.
I know what you meant. Suppose not. Man, this is a weird shaker.
It's bad. I'm moving outside the box and it's happening.
This character's named Sam. Did you write him into your play?
More wonderful levels.
I really can't tell if this is really or insane.
Well, I'm Aquarius, destined for
Where'd this go?
business. Great artist skill.
You're a great artist.
Can I have a line from Herman?
What are you doing?
Yes,
I'm gonna edit the play.
Sorry, it seems like you're writing.
Can't sit up
Sometimes existential
Absolutely.
Be
catastrophic. But first, I'm gonna change the whole thing to Comic Sans. Now that's what I call revenge on reality.
And we have a creating meaning in most things, and someone could create something with an intended meaning, but now, so I draw from it a completely different meaning, and both meanings can still be completely correct and equally meaningful, and the word meaning doesn't even sound like a word anymore. Meaning.
Okay, wow, but that doesn't seem very clear.
I can't believe you just said that.
What?
That's the title of my play.
I know. That's why I said it. I was using the title of your play as a statement about destroying your play. I figured of all people, you would appreciate the joke.
Yeah, it's clever and all, but it's just really cheesy to say the title of the play in the play.
But we're not in the play.
So we observe and measure.
No.
record,
No.
Oh, brace yourself. Sam's about to get really unhappy.
Max?
Sam?
Max? Is this?
Yes.
You wrote
All of it.
even this?
Even this?
But how?
What do you mean how?
You mean how, Max? How did you write a play about me and you that exactly details everything we've done and everything we've said since you wrote the play? It doesn't make sense. You couldn't have known everything that was going to happen. You definitely couldn't have known we'd be here now. Look at this. This is a fucking side-by-side photographs and then you even look at the audience.
It meets our plans. It's the only mom.
Have you been controlling me this whole time? Are you still controlling me now? Is this mental breakdown another part of your script? I have a life before this week.
You
Where is now?
universe.
Finish it.
We are one.
You feel that? That was an earned pause.
Oh, that's why you're tigers. Simmer down. I don't understand this any more than you do. I'm still trying to figure it all out too.
But you're the writer. You have to understand.
Sam, you've been helping me write it since the beginning. I've been stealing lines from you since that first monologue, remember?
Or don't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't matter about the how, the why, or anything. It all happens regardless of anyone's comprehension of it. And things will continue to happen with just this little explanation, and that's okay too.
I think you're gonna get this.
Is that why you wrote it? To show me that it's okay for me not to have a clear explanation for things. So this is a really shitty way to go teaching that lesson.
No, Sam. I wrote it to prove a much more important point.
What's that?
Everybody loves a confetti cannon.